What's up, you guys? Scott here. So if you've ever heard this from your client before, you get to the end of the strategy call, you've taken payment, and then the client's going to ask you something like this, which is, Scott, how long is this going to take? How many times do I need to see you? And what happens next? So if you've been following my work for some time now, you may have heard me talk about on very many occasions, and I'll actually leave a video below explaining the idea behind this, is we don't sell sessions, we don't sell hours, we don't sell time, we don't sell things, because these are not the things that clients are buying. Now, the old traditional therapy and coaching model, which unfortunately is extremely broken, will tell you to sell sessions. And if a client buys more sessions, you give them discounts and all this sort of stuff. And it gets very, very messy very quickly. So an alternative that we teach all of our six-figure, multiple six-figure students to do is to just sell results. But of course, by just selling results, it also leaves our question in our client's mind, which is, how long is this going to take? Now, right at the start of following this process of selling results over session and time, it's going to be very hard to pinpoint how long it's going to be to take your client to have their breakthrough. And again, to dive into more information about that and why this will help your business, I'll leave a video below explaining this. But all you need to know for now is right at the start, like I said, when you run this model of selling results, it's going to be very hard to tell your clients how long it's going to take. And for you as a therapist or a coach, your goal should be to try and get the breakthrough as quick as possible. So if a client does ask, how long is this going to take? When we're not selling the session or the hour model, what are we meant to say? Well, it's actually very, very simple. Remember, your client is excited about the results. They're emotionally connected to the results. And I'll give you some context here. Let's say this is stop smoking. So the lawyers would often ask me when I used to work with smoke and say, Scott, how long is this going to take me? And I would just say something like this. And guys, please write this down, replicate this, because it'll get you out of this jam every single time. What I would say to my clients is this: hey, let's get you in for your first session. Okay, obviously just use that model to explain what I'm talking about. Let's get you in for your first session and go from there. The goal of this first session is to help you become a non-smoker as quick as possible. If I need to spend more time with you, I won't know that until we've completed the first session. So let's get that done. Let's get you becoming healthier, saving money, becoming a non-smoker, being a role model to your kids, X, Y, and Z. Now you see what I'm doing there? I'm taking the client away from the logical, which is time, and now I'm connecting them back to the emotion. I'm connecting them back to what they've paid me for, which is the result. Now, the old traditional model gets very, very messy for you to say, okay, well, I've sold you a 15 pack. Let's get the first session done here. Then another session 2 days from now, another session next week, another session next week. And the biggest reason why this traditional model doesn't work, because what happens if your client quits smoking in the first 2 sessions? What do you do with the other 13 sessions, the other time with the client? Very, very messy. So it's your goal as a therapist is to monitor how well their breakthrough is going. How quickly is it happening? Now, over time of being in a very niched industry, whether it's stop smoking, anxiety, weight loss, whatever it is, you'll start to be able to pinpoint and estimate how long roughly it'll take your client. So the conversation may sound like this towards as you get more experience. So you might say to a client, hey, let's get you in for your first session on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Typically, it takes my client 2 or 3 sessions, but for you, it might only take 1. It may take 3. Let's get the first session done, see how we go. And if I feel like you need more, or if you've got any questions, we'll take it from there. Client, how does that sound? The biggest goal is to help you overcome anxiety, lose weight, X, Y, and Z. It's a very simple conversation. Don't ever pinpoint your client's time with you down to sessions and hours, because it gets very, very messy and it gets very complicated with time. Remember, clients are paying for a result. They're paying to work with you, and it's your goal to work with them as long as necessary to get that breakthrough. Not as long as necessary for them to complete their 10 pack or 15 pack or 6 month or 12-month pack with you. Clients are time poor, and trust me when I say this, clients will always pick you over somebody else if you can pretty much guarantee a breakthrough quicker than everybody else. I know my clients paid 5 times more than my competition at the time because my sessions were quicker. And the reason they were quicker is because I concentrated on working with results. So to really find out more about getting away from that old broken traditional model, which is sell sessions and hours and things, which is just a model that doesn't scale, it doesn't work, and it's really going to take your business backwards. It's going to be very hard to scale at that point. I'll leave some videos below. If this is the first time you've heard this concept, I'll leave some videos below for you to check that out. But like I said, guys, your client asks you that question, just take their question, acknowledge their question, and then take them towards a result. Get them connected emotionally and excited about the result. Get them in for their first session, and then you monitor. You're the expert. You should know if they need another session or not, but don't offer a session beforehand because you have no idea how long that breakthrough is going to be. And you don't want to give them time they don't need with you, waste more of their time, because remember, clients are time poor. So guys, hopefully that answered that question. If you do have any questions, please leave them below. If this makes sense, give me a thumbs up in the comments below as well. So guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.